started. So
Totally get it.
yeah, okay, that one's there. You're good.
Okay, perfect.
Logos on there now.
Perfect.
Okay, last time I should have to scoot around here.
No worries.
Hello, my fellow Calganites, or something like that. Today we have Dana Kinsman with Sam Patel Real Estate. He sells them fast. He gets them quick. He gives you the right price. And speaking of price, if you come up against him in Price is Right with houses, you will lose. Dana, how are you doing today?
I'm doing awesome, Mike. Thanks for inviting me over to be on your show today.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, no, I'm really happy to have you here too. I mean, you got I really like your Instagram page. It's professional, and you're definitely the kind of guy we want to have here today.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. For people that might want to know out there, I'm originally from the Maritimes and came out here about 30 years ago. Love to ski.
Oh,
And so this was the place to be as far as I was concerned, and came out here and ended up raising two awesome kids, great skiers themselves. And yeah, that's a little bit about me.
so in short, the Rockies brought you out here.
The Rockies did indeed, and then spent some time in technology when I got out here, and liked real estate, and had an opportunity to venture into that, and so that was the onset of it.
So what exactly do you like about real estate?
I like working with people, love people, like to help them, with one of the biggest purchases they'll probably make in their lifetime, especially first-time buyers. You get a giggle out of seeing, boyfriend and girlfriend or husband and wife or partners, do their first purchase and move in, and they get super excited, and so that's a lot of fun.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I like that. It seems like you're in the business for all the right reasons. How long have you been doing this for now?
So combined with new real estate and used, just about 10 years now.
10 years. Okay.
Yeah.
And so with time, how do you feel like your growth has been? Are you just like growing in the industry? What's that been like?
It's been interesting. New home sales is certainly a lot different than used sales. Um, you're not out driving around. You're in a show home typically, or walking around the neighborhood that the builder is building in. You got people coming in that may or may not have a home. It could be their first one, could be their third one, but it's all about the community. And whereas used real estate, you're in all the communities in the city in a lot of cases. You may try to focus on a couple of key areas, but you can be in half a dozen neighborhoods within a 2-day span, looking at homes, meeting different people, and looking at possibly listing their home, or you're talking to them about you've already listed it, and now you're talking to them about what they want to purchase next. So yeah, it's a good variety.
So for as far as your house, I bet you're pretty picky where you live, eh?
Home is where the heart is. So you make it what it is where you live. I'm in the south part of the city, but when you're a realtor, you're on the road daily, and you're driving all over the city. So yeah.
So, what would be your? I mean, I know this is a tough question. It's almost like music, but like, what would you say your favorite community is here in town?
Oh gosh, that's a tough one because there's a number of really nice communities. Elbow Park is one that's a favorite for a lot of people that work downtown. There's great schools there. Lakeview is another one because it's close to Glenmore Reservoir and people that like to get outside and walk around and the fresh air, bike, walk, run.
Totally.
In this winter, the city park department has gone and sprayed water on the some of the pathways and created a like an ice rink that goes around in through the trees and stuff. They've done that in Bowness and they've done it in Lakeview, so that's kind of cool for that for that reason alone. And then the west side of the city has a lot of great things going for it. I mean, all over. You could, I could spend time talking about a number of different quadrants and or all the quadrants, and there's some neat things going on in all of them for sure.
Right. Yeah. Hey, I mean, I think that's a big part of dealing with a real estate agent is just finding out where the good spots are in the city, Yeah.
Well, these days, with the market the way that it is, the good spots are where there's inventory, and there's not enough inventory right now.
Oh, yeah.
Sales have been really strong since Q4 last year and rolling into this year as well, and it's been eating up a lot of the inventory. We need more people to list their homes right now, so if anybody wants to maximize the value they have in their home, they should list their home sooner than later because there's a lot of people that are out there looking right now.
Awesome. So it's a good time there. You don't have to go to those We Buy Houses guys.
No, you do not have to do that. And in a lot of cases, we're seeing multiple offers right now. We're seeing people put offers in sight unseen, subject to viewing, just so they can get a shot at acquiring that home if it's the one that they like. So lots of offers, lots of multiple offers, a lot of offers above list because people want to be in certain neighborhoods so badly. That Elbow Park area that I mentioned is one. And then you look at price ranges as well. In that 300 to 600 price band is a really active part of the market right now, and one where there is definitely not enough inventory.
And where is it not enough inventory? What was that last one?
In that price range of 300,000 to 600,000.
Okay.
Yeah, so that could be in pretty much every quadrant of the city. There's homes in that price range. So.
Awesome. Well, so how do you see prices going forward?
Prices right now seem to be on the rise a bit. Kreb came out with their forecast where they said they might see, they predict maybe a 1% to 2% growth in the prices. Again, depending on the price category that you're looking in, it could be a bit more than that. So.
Right. And do you, I know this, do you have any speculation as to what could be driving these prices right now?
I think there's a lot of optimism out there in the marketplace. Probably the biggest one is the COVID scenario where there's vaccinations now that are being approved globally. And, in Canada, I think we've got 3 now that are being approved and maybe a 4th one on the way. So I think people are optimistic that COVID will maybe move more to the background. It'll relieve some of the pressure on the hospital intake, and people will slowly start getting back to work as normal as we can be. Nobody knows what that's really going to look like at the end of the day. Only time will tell. And I think that's reflected too in the stock markets. There's been a lot of days where increases are records or close to record growth, and that's an indication that the economy is looking to get back to normal. People are putting faith in the investment side, into different businesses, and that's an indication there. I think the economy here is not as driven by energy as it maybe used to be, and I think people are embracing that. And then you've got the energy industries that are embracing green technology. People probably don't talk about it enough, but you've got the Suncors of the world and TransCanadas that are investing heavily in green technology. So I think there's a lot of positive signs around that's helping to drive a lot of this. And let's not forget interest rates.
Right.
Lowest they've ever been in Canada. So that's a big driver as well.
I almost wonder if we go into negative interest rates. What do you think about that?
I'm not an expert on that, so I don't want to comment too much. But there's been talk of that. I think interest rates have taken a slight jump up, so I don't think we're going to head into that territory anytime soon. But you never know.
Yeah, it's a kind of interesting topic. I know that in Sweden, the interest rates are negative, and apparently people are starting to come at the banks saying, "Hey, you owe me money." Isn't that kind of weird? Have you heard anything about that?
No, but wouldn't that be a good thing?
Yeah, right.
After all the charges they send us every month, right?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sam Patel Real Estate. You want to tell us a little bit how you got involved with them?
Yeah, I mean, Sam's been in the market here in Calgary for about 15 years or so. Born and raised in Calgary, knows a lot of people, has had a very successful career for that time frame. And when I started on the U side of real estate, we got to know each other through the brokerage that we're at, and yeah, we just we hit it off. We both like sports, both have kids, and we both we like real estate, and we like meeting people and helping them either buy or sell real estate. And so we just started talking about working together a bit, and that's slowly grown over the last couple of years. And yeah, it's been working out well.
Excellent. So it's just a duo, you and him.
Yeah, for now, and hopefully in the next few months we'll be adding one or two more people as well. So,
all right. So what's your objective by adding more people, would you say?
I guess duplicating your efforts and helping other people get into the business. Yeah, that's probably the main focus of it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So how long have you been with them now?
We've been working together for almost 2 years now.
2 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. So kind of like you guys are, like, I mean, so okay. Well, let's put it this way: how long has Sam been going for?
So he's been in 15 plus years. He's been focusing a lot on the inner city. Areas like Marloop, Altadore, South Calgary, things like that. Elbow Park. We've been doing more work, heading out towards the west side, like Shaganappi, Killarney, Strathcona, areas like that, West Springs. And so we've been, slowly working out areas like Discovery as well.
I love Discovery. That's such a nice neighborhood.
It's a great area, yeah.
Yeah, I noticed. Very naturey in there.
It is, yeah. For the people that have been able to secure a location that backs onto that nature reserve, it's beautiful down there.
So it is a nature reserve?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, really?
Well, there's First Nations land behind there, so that's going to be well protected.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's one neighborhood I drive through every time, and I think, I could definitely live here. So are you like exclusive to Calgary?
We have been, yeah. I mean, we can go outside the city as well. For example, right now I'm working with some people that are looking at acreages east of the city, out around Strathmore and beyond, or down in the foothills region. So we do go outside Calgary for some of our business for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're kind of the same way. But I mean, yes, staying within Calgary is definitely convenient. So how do you like people to get a hold of you if they need to get a hold of you?
So I've got an Instagram page, Facebook pages, both personal and business, and people can direct message me on those, or they can call or text me at 403-837-8000, which is a pretty easy number to remember.
That is nice and easy.
So they can reach out any number of ways to get hold of me for sure.
Awesome. Well, I know that I messaged you on Instagram, and you're very responsive. So yeah, it doesn't take long to get hold of you.
Well, you've got some good posts, so I always enjoy commenting on those, and follow quite a few people around the city. You're one, and it's all good.
So how do you like Instagram?
It's the social media is the way of the future for sure. Mm-hmm. I think it's changed the game in real estate. It's made some of us, whether we want to or not, get in front of the camera not just things like this today, but also, we do tours of homes, and we post those on social media. When the pandemic came along, we were forced to do Zoom open houses, and actually got to like doing those. And it's we've actually had some success with it. So as far as getting sales from using social media, so it's been good.
Yeah, I can see that being a good mutual. Well, it's kind of a win-win thing. So the Zoom, that was kind of like that's definitely probably the height of COVID, eh?
Yeah, it was. I mean, they shut us down even though we were deemed an essential service. Yeah, we couldn't do open houses anymore. So to be able to show people homes that they might want to purchase, we had to walk through with cameras and even if need be, we would do private tours and show people what the condition of the appliances might be like inside, and get up close and do things like that. And there were people purchasing homes without having set a foot in them. So yeah, it was very interesting.
Interesting. I think it's a bit of a game changer, and I think it also forced a lot of us to use technologies that now we kind of realize are kind of good.
Definitely. I don't know that we use technology to its fullest capability, but I think this made us venture into areas where we were pushing the envelope a little bit beyond what we would normally want to do, and I think it was good.
Yeah. No, I think it was too. I mean, for myself, I had started using FaceTime. I've never used FaceTime prior to this, and I never used Zoom prior to this stuff. So it's like now I'm Zooming, now I'm FaceTiming all the time, and it's just kind of integrated into everything. So
Yeah, it's good to have a lot of fun with it, isn't it?
yeah. I've had some good fun with it. How about TikTok? Have you ventured in there at all?
I haven't yet.
Yeah.
But my kids keep telling me I need to get an account and get going on that, so I'm going to have to do that soon.
Really? Yes. Yeah. No. Totally. I mean, I just got into it, and I really like the video editing. It's just it's a good tool, and then you can spread it to your other platforms. So yeah, I highly recommend
Yeah, I'll
checking
have to
it
check
out.
that out for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move into some of these photos you got here for us, and
Sure.
we'll talk a little bit about that. Oh. So what do we got going on here?
So this is a home that we sold out in Watermark in the fall, at the end of the summer, actually. Yeah, it was a beautiful home. It was. It only took, I think, less than 30 days to sell this one. It was a great home for people that want to get in the neighborhood, even though it was sizable. Triple car garage. If you go through there might be one of the front of it. This is the kitchen, laid out with some textured subway tiles, gas range, some granite countertops. Super large kitchen, and this is Watermark, for people that don't know, is just out past Tuscany in the northwest end. They're off Crowchild, and it's a great gateway to the mountains.
Oh yeah.
And so you could either go out the old highway through Cochrane, or on 22 and Cochrane can get you out to the number one that goes west. So yeah, it's good that way. Yeah, it's a quiet neighborhood. A lot of space in between the homes, sizable homes, and a great pathway system, which was really great to see. If you click through here, you'll see a couple of others of this particular home.
I'm just going to boost the brightness here a little, because I had to turn
for
it.
sure.
I just had to turn it down for your logo. Let's just see if we can bring this so people get a better kind of look at it.
Yeah, that's probably more what it looked like right there. It was a very bright kitchen, for sure, with the white cabinets and yeah.
Okay, great. I'll just hopefully I don't press the wrong thing. Okay, there we go. Ooh.
Fabulous ensuite, great shadows coming in with the sun there in the morning, and yeah, nice soaker tub there. There's another shot of a master walk-in closet at the end of this ensuite bath. This was a great focal point in this home. You'll see the little chandelier hanging over the tub,
That is beautiful.
Added a nice touch for sure.
So I just wondered, so like now, like you're showing us a very nice house right here, obviously, and now are there any houses where you're like, no thanks?
You run across those, but sometimes you have investors that are looking for homes like that, so they can address any of the problems in the home and maybe give them a new facelift and totally renovate them.
Yeah.
And brings new life into an older home. It's fabulous.
So there's not a whole lot of houses out there that you would say are off limits to you.
Not as far as selling, no.
No, that's okay.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that ensuite walk-in closet. It was pretty incredible. Lots of storage, shelves, closets, sliding doors. And they had this set up so that as soon as you walked in, it was set up with a light sensor. So as soon as you walked in,
That's
the
awesome.
lights came on, and
Yeah.
That was convenient. Yeah,
Nice.
for sure.
Yeah. You got the attic hatch in a good spot, I see, as well. Yeah, that's my home.
Yeah, yeah. There's another different angle of that kitchen.
Oh yeah.
Some great built-in appliances there. There was a steam microwave, which was pretty cool. There was a built-in cappuccino machine in the wall.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's
pretty
crazy. So when you look at this, is this like fully loaded to you?
I mean, there's always things you can add. I mean, you can do indoor swimming pools if you have the space and the resources. Wine cellars, people are getting pretty creative with some things around that, and you can do a lot of interesting things for sure.
So about like the indoor swimming pool, like what do you think the maintenance cost is on that? You kind of have an idea?
It's going to be up there for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, those are, you need some space, obviously. So you're going to be, maybe some of the acreage homes that are out in Springbank in that area, Elbow Valley, might be sizable enough to hold a small pool. I know there was a home in Springbank that was quite large. It was 10 or 15,000 square feet, and it had a 3-lane pool in there.
Oh,
yeah, salt water, and so to keep the maintenance down. You talk about that, but yeah, there's a few around.
Yeah. I'm assuming a membership at the Y would probably be cheaper.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, that sounds good to me though. So.
Yeah. Yeah. There's the outside of that same home. It was a triple garage, corner lot. It had great curb appeal.
So I'm assuming you sold this puppy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when that sale happened?
That was back in September.
September? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. I really like that. Wow. Now they're cutting that grass pretty nice. Is that like a condo kind of thing?
Yeah. So that's one of the things about Watermark that a lot of people out there like is they have some monthly fees where they will do the side and front lawns as well as they'll clear the snow on the sidewalks.
Nice.
So the whole neighborhood is always maintained. The only thing the homeowners have to look after is the backyard.
Backyard. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I can see that being really nice. I know for me, I need that.
Yeah, it draws a lot of people out there for sure.
All right. Well, let's zip back here to. Actually, no, I'll just keep it there. Well, that's awesome. So, what did you say? Outside of real estate, like what are your interests and hobbies?
Yeah, so like sports, so a couple of things that I try to focus on in different seasons. In the summer, I'll try to do as much mountain biking as I can. In Kananaskis or Bragg Creek areas, or Canmore is another place that has some great trails. So try to get out with a bunch of friends there. And then in the wintertime, I like to go skiing, in here in BC. And then, around the house, I like a lot of music. So play drums, got a kit at home and fool around with that. So. Oh, yeah. Yeah. When I have time, that's
right. Yeah.
That's what I do.
That's totally the thing, the time. So with the mountain biking, where would you recommend somebody go for that kind of thing?
Depends what you want to do. I mean, there's great trails through the city itself in Calgary, up and down either side of the Bow River, and you can't go wrong with those. And a lot of the neighborhoods now have trails for walking, running, and biking. There's no shortage of trails, and for anybody that wants to, do any downhill biking or hit some trails, like some of the areas I mentioned before, Bragg Creek, Kananaskis, there's no shortage of trails around for sure to go biking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. And so I'm assuming you hit all those up yourself, eh?
A lot of them, for sure. Not everyone, but a lot of them. Yeah.
Nice. So for as for like the drumming, so like, have you found that affect your hearing at all?
What's that?
Have you found, oh yeah.
But yeah, no, it can for sure. You know, they have earplugs now or plugins that'll help reduce that. But yeah, I mean, it can certainly, if you go too hard for too long, it can certainly hurt your hearing for sure.
Yeah, 'cause I've seen some people without hearing protection. I'm thinking like, man, that's gonna catch up to you. I think, you know. So do you like? Are you in with any bands or anything?
No, right now. I mean, growing up, I played in a jazz band and
Oh,
just
yeah.
mucked around with some guys, with guitars and stuff, just jamming, and had a lot of fun doing that. Now I play along to, soundtracks. There's no shortage of those to be had, so yeah, that's what I do now.
Neat. So how about the skiing side of things? What's that been like for you?
It's great. Got the kids into it at an early age, and the freestyle program, and they're great skiers today. I look at that as being a life skill that they'll always have. But it's been great. I mean, the quality of the skiing out here is second to none. A lot of people come from all over the world to experience our hills here, and for good reason. There's great snow, there's good hospitality, there's great places to stay. Yeah, you can't beat it.
No, hey, I like to go out myself. I like to snowboard, and to be honest, I'm upset with my choice of going to snowboarding because it's like,
Why?
well, because I'm always unbuckling and buckling back up. It's just people skiing, they're just zip on there, off. Then
Well, they have those new bindings now for snowboards where you can click in and out.
oh,
Like you can for skis, so you got to check that out.
I will have to check that out. Okay, another peeve is when I hit that spot where I gotta take everything off and get off. It's like it'd be nice to have some poles, push yourself around. So
Yeah. No, I've done snowboarding as well, and that's I guess that's one of the downsides. You got to be able to keep your speed up and get to that point that you're trying to get to off in the distance without having to unclip.
But sometimes there's just no way. So I mean, so obviously you prefer the skiing over the snowboarding then, eh?
Yeah, I've done more of that. I mean, I like snowboarding once in a while, but definitely prefer the skiing.
So do you hit any jumps or anything?
Not as many as I used to.
Okay, yeah.
Got to be able to get up and work the next day.
Yeah, oh for sure. Yeah, I hit my first jump there a little while ago. I mean, like little jump. I'm kind of working my way up there, but
Yeah, good for you.
yeah,
It's a lot of fun.
yes, little baby steps. Yeah.
Yeah, you
So-
got to be able to get back up on that roof, obviously.
What's that like?
I say you have to be able to get back up on that roof.
Oh yeah, no, exactly. No, that's one thing I'm a little worried about for sure. But that's why I got insurance too. Yeah, it's in my back pocket.
Yeah.
But okay, well that's great getting to know you. It's been really awesome having you here.
Yeah, good to meet you as well.
Yeah, awesome, man. Well, hey, you're always welcome back. One last question I got for you. So, do you got any like charities that you'd like to shout out?
Yeah, one charity that I know Sam and I are big on, and that's the Children's Hospital. And of course, a lot of people through our office as well. Big supporters of the Children's Hospital. We support them by giving us a portion of our fees that we make, our commissions that we make towards that, and that's through Remax, which is global, and yeah, they're big supporters of that.
Awesome. So what exactly got you into that?
One of my kids actually spent some time at Children's just for a quick operation, but they've always been good to us, and a lot of families have dependent on them because their kids have been quite sick, and there's a tie in there with Ronald McDonald House and so on with the Foothills Children's. But I think kids, when they're growing up, they need a lot of support, they need a lot of love, and support financially through things like Ronald McDonald House and charitable organizations, corporate sponsorship that can help the hospitals out and help the kids and families. I think you can't go wrong with that.
No, totally. And I've had some experience with the Children's Hospital too, and I think that's a really great pick and a great one to go after for donating to. So, how could somebody help you guys out, help out the Children's Hospital?
Well, I mean, for us, it's whenever we make a sale on for a client, whether it's selling their home or purchasing their home, just know that they're supporting a good cause by letting us represent them to help achieve their objectives, which could be selling or buying a home. Mm-hmm. So every time that happens, they're helping the Children's Hospital network all across North America just by doing that.
Awesome.
Letting us work on their behalf.
Well, that's really great stuff. Well, I'm so happy to hear about that. Again, thank you so much for coming and joining us today.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. I really appreciate it.
Hey, likewise. Just like to thank also you, the viewer, for coming in and checking things out. Again, you can check out Dana on Instagram and Facebook, and yeah, that's where he's at. If you're looking to sell a house, which the time is now, definitely give him a call. Again, we're on YouTube as well, so we're trying to build our YouTube following. So if you give us a like and a subscribe there, that would really help us out. And yeah, that's all we got for now. Thanks for joining. I've had stronger outros.
Yeah, sometimes we struggle with those too on our videos.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I don't